How effective were medieval siege engines? Have you ever wondered how armies managed to conquer fortified castles and towns during the medieval period? The answer lies in the fascinating world of medieval siege engines. These mechanical marvels were designed to breach walls, cause destruction, and demoralize defenders. Their effectiveness varied based on the type of engine used, the target, and the tactics employed. Siege engines were essential tools in warfare, specifically crafted to launch projectiles or apply force against strongholds. Among the most common types were trebuchets, catapults, ballistae, battering rams, and siege towers. Trebuchets stood out as the most powerful, capable of hurling massive stones weighing hundreds of pounds. Some could even launch projectiles over a metric ton, making them formidable against castle walls. Archaeological discoveries have provided fascinating evidence of these engines. For instance, at Hay Castle in Wales, a 63-pound stone ball was found, showing that armies used standardized ammunition to target specific sections of walls. Marks and remnants on city walls, like those at Pompeii, reveal that sustained bombardment was a common tactic to weaken defenses and lower morale, even if it did not immediately result in a breach. The operational effectiveness of these engines was notable. However, they often required multiple impacts in the same area to cause structural failure. The psychological impact was equally significant. Continuous bombardment could demoralize defenders, making them less willing to resist. Siege towers allowed attackers to approach walls while being shielded from arrows, enabling them to deploy soldiers onto battlements for direct assaults. Battering rams were another effective tool, designed to break gates or create breaches in walls, complementing the bombardment from projectiles. However, conducting a siege was not without challenges. They were expensive and time-consuming, requiring large numbers of personnel and materials. Before the introduction of gunpowder artillery in the mid-14th century, these engines relied on mechanical power and clever engineering. The effectiveness of siege engines was often maximized through combined tactics. Archers, mining, and direct assaults worked together to increase the chances of success. Archaeological evidence, including the remains of siege engines and projectiles, confirms their significant role in medieval warfare. These findings illustrate that siege engines were powerful instruments capable of inflicting both physical damage and psychological stress on defenders. In summary, medieval siege engines were effective tools of warfare, capable of breaching fortifications and lowering the morale of defenders. Their success depended on the type of engine, the tactics used, and the sustained effort of the attacking forces. The archaeological discoveries surrounding these engines provide a tangible connection to the past, showcasing their impact on medieval warfare.